chest cavity concoctions.
Would it be easier, more comfortable, and probably less disruptive to film in my room, which is like right next door? Yes. But like, I don't want to. Here is like, it's cool in here. A lot of you guys probably know I hate trend hoppers. I really dislike them. But when I say trend hoppers, like, I don't mean people who found a song or an artist they like on TikTok and are starting to listen to them. That's not really what I mean. When I say trend hoppers, I mean people who start hating on artists or musicians or whatever for just because everyone else is hating on them. That's such a pet peeve, bro. Or because they're cringe or corny or whatever, bro. Shut up. Just, what are you talking about? They're cringe or corny. What, because the internet tells you so? But this kind of leads into my point of getting like lost in the source, where people try very hard to be perceived as having very good music taste by not being too overground and also not listening to anything that's very cringe from the standpoint of social media, to the point where they actually forget that they have to enjoy the music that they're listening to. I know that the idea of getting lost in the source has been like regurgitated and shat out so many times by like loads of fashion YouTubers, but I feel like the same sort of idea applies for music, and I feel like I need to address the tryhards when it comes to music, because like some of you guys are trying way too hard. You guys are such sweats. Like, you're trying way too hard to have good music taste, and it comes across as so artificial. You don't have sauce, bro. You have cup noodles. That's what you have. This modern need for having good music taste isn't a bad thing, because I feel like it just really means that kids are diving into like different genres and like musicians and finding out what they really like for themselves. But sometimes this thirst for good music taste, it comes across as forced. There's this phenomenon of trying to have a really non-basic, super unique music taste which is loved by everybody, which logically, that's impossible. That's not gonna happen. That's never gonna happen. And it means that they've started thinking more about how other people will perceive their music taste rather than what they actually enjoy. The only thing you need to do to have sauce when it comes to music is just listen to music that you enjoy. Why was that? Since when has it ever been different? Spotify Wrapped is just a dumb fucking contest. Like, it's a pissing contest, you know, of who has the coolest music taste. Listen to music to enjoy it, not to show it off. What are you guys doing? People genuinely stress about their Spotify Wrapped. This was meant to like, to show your friends, to post on social media, like, these are the artists I fuck with. Take a gander. Maybe you fuck with me, like, whatever. People are stressing about like having Drake in their top 10, bro. Like, what are you tripping about, bro? You listen to a lot of Drake, so what? So what, are you gonna fucking spontaneously combust or something? Bro, it's not that big of a deal. You like Drake. Just admit it, bro. You like Taylor Swift. Maybe your music taste isn't as in-depth or underground or niche as you thought. In trying to be seen as having good music taste, they low-key have a really boring one because they refuse to get jiggy with some popular or like flavorless musicians or whatever, you know? Solely because they're mainstream or popular or because they're not seen as different from the crowd. I think the thing is with sauce is that, like fashion, people who try to generate sauce quickly by adding like loads of ingredients and then showing the sauce off to everybody, because like you low-key have an unappealing sauce. You enjoy listening to music less when you start to think about what others want to hear and what others might want to like. Just be passionate about the things that you enjoy, okay? Don't be a hater. Being a hater is corny and gay. Shout out to my LGBT folks. I didn't mean it like that, but like, you know. Don't talk to me if your entire musical perspective has been like molded by social media. And if your opinions on things can be changed so easily by like listening or like watching TikToks, bro, oh my god, you're so insufferable, dude. You can't be malleable around me, bro. Come on now. I need solid people. I need to be around solid people
that are the hardest of the hard. And I want to be with these men.
And I saw this recently, but like JPEG Mafia. People are hating on JPEG Mafia now because of his performance in the color room. Oh, bro, it's too over the top, bro. He's doing too much, bro. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck. Nobody thought that 6 years ago when it first came out, okay? Now, in the last 3 days, because of a couple TikToks, people are turning on him because it's what, cringe and too over the top and goofy. Like, oh my god, shut up.
All I need is rest!
This goes hard. I stand by the fact that this goes fucking hard, yo. This is a hard-ass performance. I don't care. I'm not saying you have to think the same, but I'm just saying, like, if you think that it was goofy because of social media specifically, I think you're goofy. And I think you should jump off a building. I think it just shows that, like, Gen Z and a lot of the younger generations really have such a consumerist mindset when it comes to things like music as well, you know? The consumerist mindset when it comes to fashion is slowly seeping into the music scene where like people need to be perceived as like super cool and super niche and super awesome. And in doing so, you all end up looking the same, okay? Why don't you just listen to the music you enjoy without other people's opinions going ham on your conscience? Like, I don't get that, bro. This thirst for like unique music taste is where the hatred for boring or basic or mainstream music taste comes from. Kids will discover the concept of expanding their music taste and make it their whole personality. Like, you know them Be Cool or Be Cooler slideshows, like in 2023? You can be mainstream and cool and in with the popular kids, or you could listen to Black Sabbath and Led Zeppelin and Dio. And these two are the exact same thing. They're two sides of the same coin. It's just pop and rock. Why are you getting it into your head that you're somehow different or cooler than other people? I hate that about you. The worst thing that can happen to you is that when someone thinks of you, they think of you being like a cunt with music, you know? Because I have to tell you something, right? The concept of sauce when it comes to music isn't a real thing. You can have sauce when it comes to music. Having sauce is essentially just if other people fuck with your music taste. I know a lot of people who are very sauced up, but like I think also the reason that they're sauced up is because they don't actually care about what other people think of their music taste, you know? And it's very, very, very clear when someone has their music taste molded by social media, okay? And like I said, there's nothing wrong with that, but then when you start hating other people because social media has told you to hate them, that's corny as fuck, bro. Taylor Swift, you were bumping to Taylor Swift in 2014, okay? Why are you hating on her now? Why are we hating on Taylor Swift now, bro? Stop trying to chase an aesthetic when it comes to things like music. Stop trying to... The key to having sauce, if you really want sauce, is not to care about other people's opinions, is to not get involved in trying to impress people with how cool your music taste is, you know? That's why dads have such a cool music taste, I think. It may be seen as like basic or mainstream to like some people, but like because they listen to whatever they want and they aren't involved with this cesspit of like Gen Z, mushy, sauce chasing mental illness, their taste has integrity. Their sauce has integrity because they don't give a fuck, okay? They listen to what they like and it's cool, okay? They have good music taste. And it's not because of what they listen to, it's because they don't care what they listen to. So it's contradictory because you don't even need to have sauce, you know? Mind-blowing, I know, right? Like, obviously, this just boils down to not being pretentious, but like, you know what I mean?